Starters of your Adamson Soaring Baby Falcons. At guard number 5, CJ Umali. At center number 8, JC Bonsalida. The other guard number 14, Jean Carillo. At forward number 24, Tebol Garcia. In the other forward number 25, Vince Reyes. Their head coach is Mike Fermin. Check out now the starters of your UPIS Fighting Maroons. At forward number 2, Nathan Egea. The other forward number 3, Bruce Tubong-Banwa. At center number 15, Jaime Gomez Del Llano. At guard number 18, Rocco Melicor. In the other guard number 19, Gabriel Valverde. Their head coach is Paulo Mendoza. Officiating this ballgame, our crew chief, Garchi Ferrer. Umpire 1, John Cabiles. In umpire 2, Faye Veras. In our commissioner for season 86,
Reyes and Bonsalida. They'll be up against the UPIS Junior Fighting Maroons, who have the 5 of Melicor, Egea, Tubong-Banwa, Gomez De Liano, and their star of Daryl Valdevilla at the guard position.
Always excited.
And our 3 good-looking referees, it's Ferrer, Cabiles, and Veras.
Ang gwapo nila today. At gaganda na isang babae.
Every day.
Every.
First quarter just about to start here between the Adamson Baby Falcons and the UPIS Junior Fighting Maroons. We are live on the Filipinas Live app and on the UAAP Varsity channel. And Garcia gets the scoring to go for Adamson.
What a shot. Bending to make that shot happen.
Melicor drives baseline, overshot it. Adamson has been outright dominant to start the season. They're hoping to make a return trip to the finals.
See if they can keep up this strong performance in today's game.
On the other hand, the Fighting Maroons are hoping for a breakthrough today. Ooh. And Tubong-Banwa drills in a 3.
Tubong-Banwa, not shy. That was a bit of distance on that one.
Garcia with that first basket for Adamson. Net trouble. Rising, can't find him out of the net.
UP. Luckily, that ball fell into their hands. Adamson not really starting with a lot of energy on the offensive board right now.
Tubong-Banwa with that booming 3 just moments ago. Egea sneaking his way for 2.
Beautiful find by Gomez De Liano. Got a bit of his brothers in him.
If there was a camera on our faces, we both reacted like that was good.
Oh.
And the putback game working.
That was a great opportunity that Garcia, is that Garcia?
That was Reyes.
Reyes made for himself over there. UP needs to do a better job of securing that board.
Baby Falcons pushing again. Reyes, like a roadblock, does not care.
Reyes, the monster truck, making it happen.
We are off to a very kinetic pace here to start this ball game.
All right. Foul on the floor for UP as we look at Reyes finishing that play.
This is their star, Valdevilla, but decides to pass it. Here comes Egea with 5 on the shot clock. Tubong-Banwa sees the time. Now he attacks, falling away. And it's off to the side. Adamson off to the races once again.
Adamson able to make UP pay and make them pay fast. A bit overzealous defense by Umali as he fouls 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰 on that play. The ball will be inbounded by Valdivia.
Junior Fighting Maroons down by 3 as we hit the 7-minute mark here in the first. Darrell, step back, Jay, swing.
Nice looking jumper. Found a little bit of space and said, I'll settle for this right here. Good decision because of course it was a 2-point made. As we go over to Adamson now.
Carillo takes aim, got it.
Oh, it was very stark contrast from the first game we called, which had a slow start, especially on the 3-point end. We've already seen around 3 3-pointers this game so far.
It's 11-7, Noah.
Yeah, that was
it's 6
quick.
minutes in.
It's quick as we look at this 3-point shot by Carillo. Very steady looking form, very balanced.
3 substitutions for Adamson. 3 players in, 3 players out. Headlined by Earl Medina, as well as Esperanza. At the line is Melicor, one of the big 3 of UPIS. So they only usually play 6, but if we choose 3 top performers, it has been Valdivia, Melicor, and Tubong Banwa.
6 na nga, gagawin mo pang 3.
When we're talking about stars, they produce at an extremely high clip.
Yeah. We go to the block. Justin Reyes kicks it out to his friends. And Adamson, again, working on the offensive board.
Esperanza now gives it up to Bonzalida. Esperanza all day to shoot. Overcooks it. Rebounding for Adamson has been working.
Yep, great sign of your Adamson.
Jesus jumper catches air.
That's Valdivia. Gonna make something work over here.
They go to the other side. It's Melicor's turn. Can't connect from deep.
Esperanza using the ball screen, giving it up.
It's 11-9 here. Adamson with the advantage. Valdivia dives on the floor and gets the steal. Here he is with the basketball. Egea, almost a miscommunication between the two. Egea challenges the defense and gets the deuce.
Able to finish in traffic. UB in a soft man-to-man.
Reyes in a crowd. Medina from the outside. Misfiring.
You'd be able to secure that defensive board.
Egea, wild attempt, but he has a chance at the line.
You look at this baseline drive and layup by Egea earlier.
Sahili is in for Bonzalida. So Egea will not shoot at the line. The foul was on the floor. That's why he is inbounding the basketball. Tubong Banwa tried to go sneaky.
Oh, able to get away.
Esperanza has Melicor to beat. There's a whistle. There's a push from Rojo. First on Melicor.
I know this is the first quarter, but if you were to look at the score, it wouldn't be obvious how far these two teams are from each other on the standings. UP seems to be in a 2-3 zone.
Sahili gives it up. Medina, like water.
And Adamson making them pay for that decision. Let's see if... Oh, and again. All right, you be able to cross it just in time.
Valdivia restores order. Here's Daryl with the leather. Decides to give it up to Jaime. It's 𝔐𝔢𝔢, takes a closer look. That's good. Shot making has been incredible to start this game, to say the least.
It has. That's a good one dribble shot as we head over to the Adamson. It's Falcons' turn on offense.
Medina hit the 3 earlier. Now they go inside. That shot from Perez misfiring.
Perez, by far the tallest guy on the court. As we look at 𝔐𝔢𝔢, it was like a look up. It wasn't even a fake. It was an eye fake. Sometimes that's all you need, and he gave him the space to make that shot.
Textbook one dribble pull up.
Yeah, exactly. Textbook result as well as 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 troops to the line.
And who you know personally, right?
Yeah, he used to be a chubby little kid. Now he's
Is he taller than you?
I wouldn't be surprised. Javi's quite tall, his older brother. And they're all quite tall. Yeah, they're very... It wasn't even him that was fouled. So now it's actually 𝔐𝔢𝔢.
I think Jaime just wanted to go to the line.
Yeah, wanted to see what it was like over there.
𝔐𝔢𝔢 has been aggressive in this ball game. One of the reliable 6 of UPIS. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining in this fast-paced contest. We're all knotted up at 14. Esperanza sees an opening.
Oh, nice kick out. Whoa.
Nice play, drive and kick that leads to a 𝔐𝔢𝔢 3.
Yeah, that was a good play by Adamson. Nothing forced.
Melicor, met by a wall. Esperanza on the break, hanging in the air, loses control. And guess what, Saeed, he was there for the putback.
Adamson stringing together a couple of impressive offensive and defensive plays.
Valdivia can't get it to drop. It's Jaime with the rebound. 𝔐𝔢𝔢 tried to dump it to 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔢.
Good intention. As we look at how effective offensive boards can be for teams.
Esperanza leaves it to his big man.
Good pass.
And
Pass
Perez,
finish.
you called it the biggest guy on the floor. And Adamson has a 21-14 edge under 2 minutes to play here in the first. It was tied at 14 apiece until this late spurt by Adamson. And what has been working so far for the Baby Falcons, Noah?
Well, they've been giving UP a hard time in terms of shot selection. They've been playing hard defense, hard half-court defense. And now it looks like they're turning it up all the way from baseline to baseline. And it's been working. Adamson in a 1-2-2 zone. Challenging UP.
Melicor sees that defense. Valdivia open momentarily. That three-pointer catches air.
And it's those possessions that have kept Adamson at the top of the standings, especially in this game.
Esperanza left it at the front rim. There's a whistle on the floor, foul against Adamson.
That was good. UP's guard diving in for that rebound as Adamson is already in the penalty. 1 minute to go in the quarter. Bad pass from referee to referee.
You had to call that. Yeah, I let it go. You had to call that.
It was funny.
𝔐𝔬𝔢 is back at the line. What have you seen from this kid so far, from Ethan 𝔐𝔬𝔢?
Looking at him, I wouldn't think that he is one of the main scorers because he's lanky, but his game says otherwise. And he's able to sink those 2 free throws, and it's definitely because of players like him right now that UP is only 5 points down.
Perez loses the leather. Here comes 𝔬𝔬𝔫. A minute left in the first quarter. With a cross. Doesn't get the layup.
After all that work, I think he deserved that layup. But Adamson saying, no way. Playing good defense there.
Foul will go against UPIS on Darren 𝔬𝔬𝔫. Two on the junior Fighting Maroons. Lots of time for Adamson. 18. Esperanza, beautiful crossover. Up and under move.
What a move that was. Oh, they didn't get the crossover, but it's the 2 points and that little show and up and under that count that's getting him that trip to the line. As UP makes a substitution with 40 seconds to go in the first.
Peter Hernandez has shown some range as Rocco Melicor gets a few reminders from Coach Paulo Mendoza. Esperanza completes the N1 play. That makes it 24-16, the biggest advantage so far for Adamson.
And so far, this Adamson full court zone hasn't been a problem for UP.
𝔬𝔬𝔫 way outside. That is a miss. Gonzalida blocked from behind.
Jaime Gomez-Dellano. UP with that nice defensive play over there. Looks like he knew exactly where the ball was going to be. UP showing a zone, a 2-3 zone still.
Shot clock has been turned off. Adamson can milk the rest of the time here. Now it's down to 9 seconds. Esperanza whips a pass. It's De Jesus. Back irons it. Another crack at the basket. Here comes UPIS. 𝔐𝔬𝔢. Desperation heave. Does not find the bottom of the net.
Good thing. Sorry. Good thing
end
is
of one. It's 24-16. Let's repeat some of the highlights though.
As we see a couple of key players of UP keeping him in the game. Adamson doing what Adamson does best, which is perform at a high level. And from a lot of people, unlike UP where you can pin down where most of the points are coming from, they're doing a good job so far not letting Adamson keep them down as they're only down by 8 points.
Take a break. We'll be back for the second period. So at the end of one, Adamson with a 24-16 advantage. It was at 14 apiece, Noah, in the first quarter. What happened during that late first quarter for Adamson?
Adamson showed UP why they're at the top of the standings with some quality defense to offense and some regular old stops.
𝔬𝔬𝔫 is fouled by Artano. Much to the disapproval of Coach Mike Fermin.
𝔬𝔬𝔫 able to start the foul count for Adamson. It's that one tactic for a team is to get the opposing team in penalty trouble. And if you're UP, that's what you want against such a strong team like Adamson.
So 𝔬𝔬𝔫 makes it into a 6-point contest. Gonzalida, mid-range, gets the bounce.
Gets it to work for Gonzalida. Bonsalida. Adamson electing to wait for UP at the half court in a 1-2-2 again. So in a 1-2-2, what UP wants to do is put a man in the middle.
The ball was headed your way, Noah.
Tago naman ako dito eh.
So here's Adamson with the possession. Their defense has been working so far. That has led them into more scoring opportunities. Oh, what a block. But Adamson still prevails.
That shot went through UP's hands.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 now gives it to 𝔍𝔬𝔫𝔢𝔬𝔫.
UP still with no one in the middle to break the zone. There you go. Whoa.
It's Garcia with the steal. Garcia passes in mid-air. Now it's Bonsalida from deep. Can't get it. Ball is saved. An incredible save. Another chance for Adamson.
Now these are the chances and things that Adamson does that keeps them with that lead. As Valdivia gets his shot.
Does not count though. The foul was on the pass against Bonsalida. Rather, that was from 𝔍𝔤𝔤𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬
had over there, ending in a UP possession.
20 seconds for the Junior Fighting Maroons to manufacture a shot. Valdivia goes behind his back, fouled by Garcia.
That is now the third Adamson team foul with 8 minutes to go.
Valdivia with the switch. Now Esperanza is on him, but he gives it up. Tabong-Banma, nowhere to go. It's with Coronel. Shot clock though at 2. Tabong-Banma with a prayer. Does not get answered.
Adamson electing to go with the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Staying with that defense.
A timeout on the floor by UPIS. They are down by 10, 7:42 to play. Coach Nash Rosella in attendance, watching the high school team, and our commissioners, Coach Marvin and attorney Mariana.
Ooh, Adamson doing a good job of going in and out, which is how you're supposed to attack a zone defense. Pass the ball in, pass the ball out. Get the defense closing and opening.
We mentioned the defense, but on the other side, Adamson's defense has done a tremendous job. What has this 2-2-1 press done to UP?
It's definitely given them a harder time, because when you dribble the ball into the side, is what Adamson wants to do, and it's what UP's doing right now. You're opening yourself up to double teams.
Oh, terrific block by Tumaneng. That leads to, no, it does not lead to a layup. Melicor pushing, Egea challenging the defense. Unafraid was Ethan Egea against Jaire Tumaneng.
Ooh, Adamson has that defensive possession does things to you as an offensive player. It really makes you second thought attacking the paint.
This is Egea's 5th and 6th shots at the free throw line. He has 9 points. Aggressive so far in this game, Noah.
That's what you want. You want to be attacking Adamson in the paint if you're UP. You cannot let yourself succumb to the reputation of Adamson being the #1 team.
Core with the leather. Stops and pops. Rainbow 3 is good.
Chef Curry, is that you? Well, that was a fast break 3-pointer. Oh, as Adamson answers back, says no problem.
Vince Reyes with the answer after that Rocco Melecor booming 3.
Things aren't going so well for UP right now. As we look at this, Melecor, fast break, transition 3. I wonder who his favorite player is.
What guts by that kid. As Medina misfires from the corner. Here's Melecor, who hit that 3 just a few moments ago. Valdivia has been relatively quiet by his standards. Can't find it there. It will stay right here after that foul.
And if we're to look at the team fouls, Adamson is now in the penalty. This is going to slow the game down a lot and not in favor of Adamson. If UP can keep attacking the paint and convert free throws, as
Coronel misfires on the first. UP has been to the line a total of 12 times. Adamson just once.
And it was on that 3-point play, right?
Reyes had no control, but somehow Adamson still has it. Medina, they swing it over.
Oh, there you go.
What a drive by Garcia. Another chance for 3 for Adamson.
And to get the ball to Garcia, Adamson did a good job of swinging from left to right. Swinging fast enough that the defense wasn't able to react to Garcia's attack.
You're right. It seems that all the chances of Adamson is at the line is from end-one opportunities. Yun ang gusto nila.
UP finally using passing to break that defense.
But play broken up. Here comes Reyes. Bullies his way for 2.
UP electing to slow down.
Valdivia to Melecor had 8 to shoot. Bongbanwa, no hesitation. It's blocked by Tebel Garcia. Garcia, what a sequence from Tebel Garcia.
And if you're just joining us, you can see why Adamson is #1.
Valdivia has had to work for his shots as we take a look at this replay from Garcia. And he was the one who blocked that too.
Adamson is so quick to turn defense into offense. And it's like they have a very efficient fast break and transition offense.
You know, Daryl is at the line. What has Adamson done to limit the league's top scorer?
Well, we haven't even seen, I don't think that Daryl is in double digits, or I think he's...
Yeah, not yet, yeah.
Yeah. This is what you usually do when there's a main scorer, is you make the offense go through the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to be beat by the rest of the team.
Traveling infraction called on Garcia. Garcia is the high point man of Adamson with 9 points so far. Egea has been working hard for his points. Here comes Valdivia. 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 now. Jaime loses the basketball. You mentioned it, defense to offense for Adamson.
I think it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of lacking in transition defense by UP, and it's also a little bit of how good and how used Adamson is to transition offense.
Jaime Gomez-Iliano too strong on the putback attempt. Medina did not shoot the three. Sahili now. That three-pointer is good from 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔤.
Adamson putting on a master class of how to move the ball against its zone defense.
Melicor left it at the front rim. 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 knocks down the jumper.
UP finally able to put some points on the board after that furious Adamson run.
Adamson has outscored UPIS in this quarter 18-10 so far, and we still have 3 minutes left. Carrillo, can he make it back-to-back? No, he cannot. Ball will stay in the boys in white.
You look at that UP turnaround jumper. Hopefully UP can get things started. Something started at least on the back of that momentum.
Medina, quick trigger. He had to put it up because the shot clock was at 3.
Adamson taking advantage of their height advantage right now.
Shot clock again winding down. It's at 3. Stolen away by 𝔐𝔢𝔠𝔥. Racing down the court. Hangs in the air, switching to his other hand.
That was a late switch too, wow. Transitions are my favorite things to watch. Look at that. See if he can make both and chip away at this 16-point lead.
Like he swung the ball from right to left in mid-air.
Almost made it too. 𝔐𝔢𝔠𝔥 staying as the top scorer of UP.
And maybe, just as you said, maybe that's what Adamson wants.
Yeah. Keep the ball out of Valdevilla's hands.
2.5 to play in what has been a dominant showing for Adamson in the second period. Medina looks at his options. We go to the other side. Shot clock at 3. And Adamson will run out of time.
UP was a bit of luck and a bit of effort there. Luck because Adamson missed that layup, which wasn't a difficult layup to make.
It's Valdivia still looking to find a groove in this contest. 𝔬𝔞𝔪� corner shot is good.
Oh, no hesitation. All right.
Last 2 minutes of the second period. Medina, step back, Jay, left it short. Repossession by the Baby Falcons. Esperanza attacks the defense. He goes outside. And the in and out game has been working well for Adamson.
They're attacking it as they should. Having the defense collapse and expand, find space.
Valdivia, that three-pointer was way off.
I think it was tapped. Some good defensive effort.
Medina looks up at the clock, says, we still have time, let's have a good shot here. Esperanza, Medina takes a closer look, doesn't get it. 𝔐𝔢𝔠𝔥 with a rebound. Under a minute left, but 𝔐𝔢𝔠𝔥 loses the basketball.
Poor decision making and where to go. Didn't see the three people behind him.
Medina. Adamson has been doing a tremendous job working this zone. And another corner triple from JN Tumabang.
Adamson really making UP pay for not choosing to play man-to-man. And that's just how many weapons Adamson has. That even though UP is bleeding this much, they still choose to stay in the zone.
Valdivia sees an opening. Left it's a bit short. Last shot time for Adamson. They have a commanding 17-point lead. Esperanza. Medina to beat the buzzer, no. And that will do it at the end of 2. All Adamson so far, especially in that second period. Let's check out some of the highlights, Noah, and tell us why Adamson has gotten this lead.
Adamson has pulled away by a large margin, mostly because of good basketball. They've been turning it up on defense and being able to quickly convert fast enough that UP can't stop them on the transition. They've been moving the ball well against UP's zone. They've been moving it extremely well, actually, better than some college teams. In and out, finding an open player. UP needs to turn up on defense, and there's just way too many uncontested field goals for Adamson.
At the end of the first half, it's the Adamson Baby Falcons up 48 against the UPIS Junior Fighting Maroons at 31. We are at halftime here inside the Phil On Echo Center as the Adamson Baby Falcons are looking to get win number 6, and now they have a commanding 48-31 advantage over the UPIS Junior Fighting Maroons. It was a huge second quarter for them. Let's crunch some numbers, Noah.
Well, if you were to look at the numbers in front of you, it's quite an obvious result that we're going to see. Like, if you're just take a look at the field goals, 50% versus what UP's got, and the points in the paint, Adamson is definitely not afraid of UP. UP needs to do a better job of keeping them out of there. And this is usually the story against UP, the bench points. Adamson's doing a great job of their passing, which means that everyone is going to get a look at the basket. The second chance points was 7 versus 2, but if you were to take a look at the offensive rebounds and just the general vibe, you can see that Adamson really is dominating the paint.
These are some of the highlights by the Junior Fighting Maroons. Not a lot of Daryl Valdivia so far, but he's been getting contributions across the board. But for Adamson, what has been working for them, Noah?
Again, they've been doing a great job of getting stops and quickly converting. They are able to get looks so fast that UP doesn't have a chance to get back on defense. And they're able to jump off that momentum and keep it rolling.
Shots like that from Gene Carillo has really catapulted this Adamson lead. Both two players in double figures, Sebo Garcia and Nathan Egea so far on either side.
So, although in our Adamson side we only see 3 players, under that there's maybe 6 more players with points scored that are nearer our top performers.
So balanced scoring once again for the still undefeated Adamson Baby Falcons. They're looking for win number 6. And on the other side, UPIS looking for a breakthrough win and a massive upset today.
Which isn't unheard of. And coming out of the half break, that's definitely a chance. But as we see Adamson getting an easy 2 points, makes it a bit hard for UP. It's not a good sign for UP, basically.
Egea goes in and out on that 3-pointer. Garcia was a high point man for Adamson in that first half. Medina into the corner. Esperanza on the other side. The ball movement has been exquisite. That has led to that Medina three-pointer.
Damn. Those words have not been minced. That was a beautiful way to put it. See if UP can pull something out of this possession.
Valdivia has had different looks on the defensive end on him. It's Melicor's turn. He has to put it up.
They are
Time
not aware.
will run out for UPIS.
Not aware. Another thing, that's the job of all of the people on the floor. Because you can point at the shot clock or tell him to take a shot, right? So that's good job on Adamson for putting so much pressure on the ball handlers that they don't know what time it is.
That time UPIS comes up with a steal. Valdivia, a hesitation move, and the floater.
Fadeaway floater. Took the contact and still finished.
Reyes tried to find the cutter underneath.
UP giving Adamson a different look on defense, giving him a man-to-man.
If you're the Fighting Maroons and you see the Baby Falcons moving the ball from side to side, how do you play that defense? How do you defend that?
You have to be more connected on defense. It's as simple as that. You have to be able to connect and communicate with your team and make it happen. As Valdivia loses the ball, Adamson able to pick it up and set things up.
Reyes. Nice find to Gonzalida.
More points in the paint, more inside passing. Adamson doing a great job of showing us why they're number one.
Egea, fall away, catches air.
I mean, it looked good.
Reyes drives baseline. Everything working so far for Adamson. And we have a much needed timeout on the side of UPIS. The Baby Falcons are up huge, 57-33.
Adamson just done playing, basically. They're just taking what they want.
So 7 minutes left here in the third. Everything working so far, everything for Adamson Noah.
Yeah, definitely. Adamson, it's like I keep saying this, I need a different way to say it, but Adamson doing a great job of showing everyone and instilling their authority, saying we are number one, and we are showing you why we're number one. They have so many pieces.
As 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 misfires, here comes Adamson again. You think there was a point of emphasis for Adamson to really show their dominance and avoid any kind of potential upset against UPIS?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it's a great talking point as Adamson hits another three and just making this lead more impossible for UP to come out of.
And Valdivia, signs of life from the lead's top scorer.
Let's hope that that can turn into a fire. All right, UP showing some intensity on the defensive end at least.
Medina, who hit that three-pointer earlier, shows us his float game does not work. Here comes Daryl. He hit a three just a few moments ago.
Ooh.
A pickpocket to perfection as Esperanza is fouled.
Like he stepped on someone.
That was Meligor who twisted his ankle, but looks up and about. They're young kids, Noah.
They can just grow a new one.
Those are the kind of plays you would go for in your time, hustle and defense.
Definitely. I wasn't good at a lot of things, but chase down blocks were some of the flashiest things I could do. So I would always try to go for it, you know. And it was a lot of fun. It's kind of like it's like the defensive equivalent of a dunk.
Weren't you afraid to hit, you know, the stanchion or the floor?
No.
Yeah. that's the heroic answer, my friend.
More like the careless, reckless answer.
All the coaches are sitting, yeah, Noah, yeah. Teach the kids, teach the kids.
All right, we'll see what adjustments the coaching staff of UP can make.
Jaime with a series of moves, but ball is stolen again by Adamson.
Adamson electing toss the ball into the paint.
There's a push underneath. Go against Sahili.
So the situation we're in now can work for both teams. For Adamson, it can work to teach them that killing instinct. You're up by 26, right? But so what? Now what, right? Now you work on things that you aren't usually able to work on. You have a team in front of you that's fighting back. You can work on chemistry. You can work on plays that you didn't know would work or not.
Tumaneng will earn 2 shots at the line. You're exactly right, Noah. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal because this is just the first round. You'll meet the same team in the second, and who knows what that game might end up with.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're UP, like I said, hardship is usually the spark of growth, right? And if UP can find it inside themselves to pull something out of this game, whatever it may be, pull closer together, find a new player that works with a certain play, find something to make this game interesting.
Bumbanwa. Here comes Эгеа. It's been a burst of energy, and there he is, scoring for 2.
Such a nice looking layup. Very graceful in the air.
Does not care of the score, does not care of the record, he goes hard. There's a switch as Umali misfires from deep. Ball ends up with you.
UP has the right idea, throwing a double whenever Adamson goes into the paint. But now it's about stringing together defensive rebounds.
So that stop works for UPIS thanks to Jaime Gomez-Iliano.
As we look at Эгеa splitting that ball screen.
Here comes the leading scorer for UPIS, Эгеа. He has had the penchant for finding holes in the defense, but not that time. De Jesus can connect. 3:40 to play in the third period.
As Valdivia attacks and gets fouled.
You were talking about lessons. What do you think this lesson is being taught to Daryl Valdivia, the leading scorer of the entire league, now matched up against this tenacious defense of Adamson?
I think it teaches him to demand more, not only from himself, but from his teammates. If we can take a look at LaSalle's game 2, against UP in the finals. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 was used as a decoy, but that allowed his teammates to punish UP for putting so much pressure on him. So if we can look at Valdivia the same way,
𝔍𝔬𝔬𝔬 muscles his way for two.
Adamson continuing to get points in the paint and points off turnovers.
And Adamson clicking so far. Here's bully ball, Exhibit A.
Yeah. Not much you can do except foul against a size advantage like that.
At the line is 𝔍𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬.
So for Adamson, this is allowing some of your key players some much needed rest in a packed season, and giving at the same time giving your bench players that confidence to be able to produce and build trust in the coaches.
Valdivia with a crossover. 𝔐𝔬𝔢𝔢 stumbles into the paint. Valdivia rising and scoring.
Rising and hitting a nice looking jumper.
Down to the final 3 minutes in this third period. 𝔐𝔫𝔤𝔤 with the answer from deep.
Business as usual. Nice looking balanced form. Again, hitting an open three. Adamson finding the open people. UP with some not so great spacing.
Valdivia, that's his shot.
Same spot. Maybe he can get something started, but it'll be all for naught if he can't get any stops.
Valdivia up to 17 points now as 𝔐𝔬𝔬𝔬 misses.
Take a look again. Valdivia getting to the spot. Same shot, same result.
Valdivia poked it away. That led to the turnover, and Valdivia is fired up.
All right, some stuff looking good for UP. Maybe they can cut into this lead before we head into the last quarter of play.
Valdivia, no hesitation.
All right. Let's get it started, Valdivia says.
What confidence from the kid. Just straight from the inbounds. Just says, give it to me, I'll shoot it.
All right. Ooh.
Basket counts for 𝔐𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. But look at this. Walk up three, Noah.
But when you're in a team like this, and you're the main scorer, sometimes you have to take shots that aren't the best, that are usually contested, but what other choice do you have, right?
Melicor checks in.
Maybe if you're Adamson, you can set different people on Valdivia just to have your boys. Okay, now we've devolved to shooting NBA threes with none of the NBA field goal percentage.
Valdivia, you know he wants to shoot that ball. And you see different defenders on Valdivia.
Yeah.
Still rising over the defense.
Hopefully this can inspire some defense in his team so that they can convert off turnovers.
Valdivia up to 22 now. So there Valdivia making things interesting, especially in the last minute of this game.
We've got 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's see if UP will go for a 2-for-1.
Valdivia, you know he wants to shoot.
Yeah, gave it up.
Shot clock at 10. Valdivia, that time back irons it.
Let's see if UP will be able to stop this impressive. And the answer is no.
Aratago gets the basket. Melicor, last second heave, and he knocks it down. And our referees will quickly check if that is good.
It was good looking. Definitely good looking.
The three-pointer is good. So at the end of 3, it's 74-52. A late surge by UPIS, but nonetheless still a dominant showing by the Baby Falcons.
Like I said, this is where Adamson will continue to sharpen its weapons, and UP can hopefully find some of its own, and not have to rely on Valdivia so much. Maybe these two teams can grow past what they are now and prepare themselves better for the matchups that are to come.
So at the end of 3, Adamson still up big, 74-52 as we head to the fourth and final frame. Fourth and final quarter just about to start here. Adamson Baby Falcons up 74-52. Baby Falcons have won all 3 quarters so far here, Noah.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise. What does surprise me is the third quarter. Actually, no, because that's when Valdivia was starting to pop off. So, yeah, the score is no surprise. Adamson showing us why they're number 1. Quality in their defense and their offense.
We have a foul first before that layup.
Sayang. Would have been something for UP to feed off of.
This is just our second game of our quadruple header here inside San Juan City. Still have 2 more games later on.
UP looks like they're doing something.
Valdivia who had that late surge in the third.
Oh.
Nice pass by Jaime.
In and out. All right. That's okay.
Well, that got you out of your seat for Jaime.
A little bit. UP doing a little good there. In and out. That's how you're supposed to play against the zone. Most zones, actually. UP showing Adamson a man-to-man defense this time around.
Adamson looking for an immaculate 6-0 record. UPIS still looking for that elusive first victory of season 86.
UP trying its best to keep Adamson from scoring, but unable to as Zahir Sahiri will troop to the line for 2.
You mentioned the zone of these teams. What was your role when you were playing zone defense?
I was a big man, so I would stay at the bottom. But what I like to, what I'm a big proponent of is talking on defense. And it's just as important in the zone, if not more so, versus man. Because in a man-to-man defense, you can just follow your guy around.
Yeah.
In zone, there are people cutting through, and you have to let your teammates know that there is someone there. Yes. 𝔐𝔞𝔪� hits a nice fadeaway jumper.
Spoken like a true defender, Noah, talking on defense. As the answer from 𝔐𝔤𝔤𝔤 is good. So here's that zone defense you were mentioning. Jaime Gomez-Iliano from deep doesn't get it.
I've honestly been waiting for that because all of his teammates, all of his brothers know. And he's still not used to, it's a little awkward, not used to his new body. Just recently got tall. So, understandable. And some inside Gomez-Iliano information there.
He is the youngest, right? Youngest of 5 or 6 siblings.
Yeah. All right. A little excitement as Sahili tries to get inside position. Oh, my bad, it wasn't Sahili. My bad, it wasn't Sahili, it was Perez. UP.
𝔬𝔞𝔪� is fouled. That will go against Mark Esperanza, I believe.
This is where UP needs to cultivate that, for lack of better terms, that dog in them. Like, even if you're down by math 25, even if you're down by 25, you still have to be able to play and give your all in the play-by-play. Because ultimately, you can't allow how hard you play be dictated by the situation. When it's time to play basketball, it's time to play your best basketball always. And it's usually the job of the older people in the program to relay that information to the kids.
Having that dog in them, it's the right term.
Yeah.
The right term.
Yeah, and Adamson is showing us that it doesn't matter what the score is. They're gonna keep digging their opponent into the ground.
Yeah, but how hard is it to play within that system if you're down big, Noah?
It's extremely hard. It has to not only come from the coaches, it's the culture. It really is the culture. It's about building a culture.
As Valdivia puts 2 more points to his name.
Maybe he'll score 30 more now. And make this game interesting.
Yes, 24 of UPIS's 56 points. Aratango lines it up, too strong. Valdivia tried to give it to Gomez-Iliano underneath. Errant pass leads to a turnover. Timeout for UPIS. They're still down big. 6 minutes to play in this contest. We'll be back. Three-pointers have been a friend for Adamson. And on the other end, Dair Valdivia has had to work for his points, Noah.
Definitely, Adamson doing a great job of making him work for those. And that's a great tactic, is make your opponent's star player give him the hardest time. He takes the most shots, he deserves the hardest time.
Esperanza scores. You mentioned off the air, you like this kid, right?
I do, he's very steady. He's very steady. He's able to control the team well. to keep Adamson moving up the hill, further and further away from UP.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 at the line. One of the top scorers for the Junior Fighting Maroons throughout their 5 games so far of the season.
I hope that these guys in UP will be able to find life outside of the juniors basketball, because if you were to look at the comparison of Adamson, all of these guys probably will get offers, especially since they're the #1 team. But sometimes, as Sahili hits that 3, sometimes as a bottom-dwelling team, even though you have what it takes, because you've lost so much, so many times, it's very difficult to want to continue to play after high school. So hopefully this program is able to find life for these players afterwards.
And the hard-working UPIS players still fighting here.
Yeah, fighting Maroons, diba?
Esperanza lines it up again.
What'd I say? This guy's doing it.
𝔐𝔤𝔢 leaves it. That's a nice pass, just couldn't get it. Adamson is 4.5 minutes away from getting another win in season 86. Another timeout on the floor. Adamson still up 89-61. Up next, we still have 2 more games in our UAP boys division. DLZ Junior Archers versus the NUNS Bullpups. And the Ateneo Blue Eagles are also here as they will face the USC Tiger Cubs.
And UB showing some life. Go up. All right. Able to get that and 1.
𝔐𝔤𝔢 has been working HARD for all of his points today.
And he's been rewarded. He's up there as one of the top scorers of UP at the moment.
And he completes the N1 play.
You know what I would like? I would like to see UP just play hard defense. Just play hard defense. Especially since you're down, right? What else is there to do?
Well, back in your days in high school, how did you get that defensive reputation? Did it start in Zobel? Did it start when you were in college?
I think it started in Zobel, and it was because I wasn't the best offensive player, and I had a lot of energy. So it was one way for me to stay effective and get playing time.
Yeah, to get playing time.
Yeah, honestly. Just play hard defense, become valuable to your team.
And that's something I'm sure all coaches are looking at, how you play defense, right?
Definitely.
As buckets continue to pour for Adamson. 93 points in a high school game with still have 3 minutes left.
Dude, I think they're gonna get the 110 as 𝔐𝔤𝔢 hits another 3.
𝔐𝔤𝔢 again does not care of the time situation, anything.
Play hard.
20 points now for Mr. Ethan 𝔐𝔤𝔢.
Ooh.
But Gabe De Jesus continues the 3-point onslaught for Adamson.
Yes, I like it. Even if even if UP is almost in an unwinnable situation, 𝔍𝔢 is still going for offensive rebounds, and he's still trying to get the ball in any way he can. I respect that.
You know, the old basketball cliche, don't look at the score.
Yeah.
How true is that while you're playing?
Extremely true. But in most situations, because like as 𝔍𝔢, he hits another three, bro. He just hit again. But in most situations, like maybe like end game, what's better, 2 or 3? You know, it depends. It depends. So I think the main point of that is just so that you don't change how hard you play. And Adamson is not taking their foot off the gas pedal.
They're 2 points away from hitting the century mark as we cross the last 2 minutes of this fourth period.
Wow.
Ball movement
Was
working
beautiful.
like magic.
That was beautiful. I love it. And you know that all those guys in Adamson are so happy. Look at Adamson's bench, they're all standing up. It's because all of their bench players, they're happy for them. Because and in a team that moves the ball, that can be expected. Everyone is really rooting for everyone. Very nice to see.
The Baby Falcons have not cooled off for the entirety of this game. They are up to 100 big points.
And they're still at 55% field goal. That's amazing. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Ball with 𝔍𝔢. And he did not make that.
I mean, we would not be surprised if he did, though.
Yeah, honestly.
He has been shooting.
Honestly. And he's probably one of the most spent players out there right now, having played most of the game.
And Gabe Jesus knocks down Adamson's 14th three-pointer in this game.
UP's reserve is in the ball game as well, as 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰
Does not shoot a lot of threes, but gets it to go that time. Apologies, that was a two-pointer. We are down to the last 22 seconds of this game.
Oh, what a shame that was. What a nice move.
An incredible display of shooting for Adamson and display of heart for UPIS, but they go down 0-6. And Adamson, meanwhile, still the gold standard of this league, 6-0, Noah.
Yeah. And after that game, it's clear to anyone that watched why they're 6-0. They have so many pieces. They have all the right pieces to make it all the way to the end and win that chip.
Once again, your final, Adamson 103, UPIS 72. Baby Falcons shot the lights out and they shared the ball. A lot of players ended up in double figures, 5 to be exact. But there was one player who stood out, your guy, Mark Esperanza.
I appreciate a player that has high plus minus. And I guess in a game like this where it's a blowout, most of the players that play will have a high plus minus, but I just felt like whenever he had the ball or whenever he was on the floor, there was always